Yo, what's up, sports bettors? We got 10 MLB games today, and I found a really good bet that I'm going to take you through. So I've explained this before, but sometimes when official lineups come out, that's what causes lines to move. If the market is expecting a different starting lineup, whether hitters, pitchers, whatever, and then official lineups are released, which you can see occurred in the Cardinals-Reds game, which I think starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Underdog MLB released official starting lineups for the Cardinals and the Reds about 35 minutes ago, and look what happened exactly 37 minutes ago. So once sportsbooks released odds, what you're going to see is BetOnline. BetOnline's known to be a pretty sharp sportsbook, is what they ended up doing is they ripped lines towards the Reds. So if you look at their line on the Reds, they went from plus 149 crashing down to plus 113 on this lineup announcement. And it's the same thing with Pinnacle. So if you look at Pinnacle, again, all these books, right, they all set lines independently. So BetOnline is a sharp sports book. Pinnacle right here, Pinnacle is known to be the sharpest bookmaker in the world. And you're going to see, once lineups were announced in the Reds-Cardinals game, they came crashing down from plus 151 money line odds on the Reds to now they're roughly at like plus 106. So clearly the market, when it saw this new information, the new information in the market, lines move towards the Reds. So Cincinnati has a higher probability of winning this game. And again, you see that because all of the books basically started ripping lines in favor. Here we have Circa. Circa is known to be a pretty sharp sports book in the United States. Circa Vegas, you have Bookmaker. All of these different sports books went, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Reds are no longer plus 150. Now they're only plus 115 underdogs. They're a lot less big of underdogs. But what you're going to notice is one sports book, right? All these books, again, every book sets lines independently. So they all have to update odds on their own. And what you're going to see is Fliff, they still had their line. They only dropped it to plus 125, right? So all these other books came crashing down to around plus 110. As you can see on the money line odds for the Reds on this lineup announcement, Fliff was still pretty stale, offering plus 125. So this is a really great bet. And again, this happens because as the market updates, as new information comes out, as lineups come out, injury news, a bunch of things like that, each sportsbook has to move lines on their own, and you're going to see Fliff's sportsbook here was asleep at the wheel, still offering the Reds money line at plus 125 when the sharpest sportsbooks like Pinnacle, BetOnline already dropped odds to around plus 112. So long story short, this bet, when you're using the OddsJam Positive EV tool, the bet in bold and in green, this is the play you want to be on. So Reds money line at plus 125 on Fliff. So I ended up locking this in for $250, which is their maximum allowed stake. And a lot of people will look at this and they'll be like, oh, 2.5% profit margin doesn't seem that great on this bet, right? So OddsJam is just using sportsbook odds. There's literally dozens of sports books setting lines on the Reds-Cardinals game. Every book is a data point on where the line should be set. After this lineup news came out, all these other books came crashing down to around, plus 112, whatever. Fliff's still offering plus 125, way too much value. So we wanted to take advantage of their stale line. We hit it. But a lot of people don't understand how powerful this is. 2.5% profit margin. But what you have to remember, right, is this game is starting in just a few hours. This game's going to be over in 5 hours. So in sports betting, your returns are typically daily, right? You're typically placing bets that are on games that day. So if you can get a 2.5% profit margin, right, in all of your bets, a 2.5% ROI, over the course of a month, there's 30 days in a month, your ROI over the course of a month is going to be 75%, right? That's why sports betting is so powerful and you can make a lot of money, doing it, is if you can get a 2.5% ROI on all of your bets every day, that's a 75% ROI over the course of a month. right? Things compound. You can grow your bankroll due to compounding very quickly in sports betting. So this is a play I was able to take advantage of on lineup announcement news. Fliff, stale line, still offering this play at plus 125. Again, I try to make these videos educational, kind of show how sportsbooks move lines, adjust lines, because again, it's crazy, right? Like what's so crazy is once this news is announced, right? Sharp bettors, they have to adjust their models based on the starting lineups, and every single sportsbook has to update odds independently. And sometimes you can catch books sleeping when they don't adjust their lines, or they don't adjust their lines as much as they need to. So here, teeing off, getting the Reds money line at plus 125 on Fliff, clear value. Hopefully this video was helpful to some of you, kind of explaining how sportsbooks move lines, stuff like that. I'll include my email in the description if anyone has questions, and let's make some money.